Hello students. So today we are going to explain and discuss about chapter 4, so that is reproductive health. So previous also one video, so I have made one video regarding all the problems which are related to reproductive health and what are the strategy which should be taken. Okay. So today I am going to explain about the implementation of various plans. You know that whatever plans they are made by the government, plants cannot be successful unless until they are implemented in a proper way. So for the implementation of the plans, now the proper planning should be there. Otherwise the plan or the whatever programs they are made by the government, so that will be failure. Okay. So what are the plans which are made by the government to provide medical assistance? Number one is the infrastructure facilities. Infrastructure facilities means all the building and the equipment, it should be there. Like for example, if you go to village, then you can find out there is no proper infrastructure. Or nowadays also you can see news in TV, you can see in Bihar, in many hospitals you can find out the water is entering, the rainwater is entering in the hospital. And it is becoming very difficult for doctors to work. So if there is no proper infrastructure, beds will not be there, or the building is not proper, building is not there, then problems will be there. So the proper infrastructure facility should be there. Then professional expertise and the material support. So what is the meaning of professional expertise? So that means the doctor should be qualified. Like you go to many dispensary, you can find out in place of the MBBS doctor, homeopathic doctor is there, or the Ayurvedic doctor is there, or the proper specialist, they are not there in the hospitals. So the proper care cannot be given to patient. Okay. So the doctor and the professional, they must be expertise in their subject. They should have subject knowledge. They should have proper experience, they should have proper qualification, they should have proper exposure, so that they can give medical assistance. And the material support means all the material should be available in the hospital. Like if medicines are not there in the hospital, or proper equipment they are not there in hospital, then how doctors will work? So in many hospitals you can find out the proper material, they are not provided on proper time. Like for example, the doctor will do an operation and there is no proper OT in the hospital, then problems will arise. So not only we need infrastructure facilities, but the proper doctor should be there in the hospital and all the material must be there in the hospital. Then medical assistance for pregnancy, delivery, STD, abortion, contraception, menstrual problem and infertility. So there are so many words, the meaning are different. Okay. So the assistance should be given for pregnancy. Because nowadays within the village also you can find out small dispensaries there, and ladies of the village, they are getting the proper facility, so that the delivery will be there in the hospital. If there is delivery in the hospital, then the death of the mother and the infant will be less. And STD means sexually transmitted disease. So they all should be aware about sexually transmitted disease, what are the different modes, how STD they are transmitted from one individual to another. So the knowledge should be there. If there is no proper knowledge, or due to the lack of the knowledge, what will happen? It can be transmitted to many people. Like for example, you take AIDS. AIDS is a sexually transmitted disease. So if there is no proper knowledge, then it can be transmitted to many people from one individual who is affected with AIDS. Then the contraception means there are many methods so that you can avoid fertilization or pregnancy. And what is the result? The result is small family. So there are many contraceptive methods which are used so that we can control the size of population. Abortion means killing your fetus. Abortion can be either natural or it can be induced. So natural, why it is happening? It is happening because of so many problems in the reproductive organs. So it is either taking place naturally also, if the proper medical care is not given, or artificially also it is done if the couple, they do not want female to be, then also there is induced abortion. Then the menstrual problem, there are many problems which are related to the menstrual cycle also. in female, and infertility means if the couple is not having any child. So these are all the problems which must be dealt, and the proper care and the proper assistance must be given to the couple. Then better technique and new strategy from time to time. You know that there is much advancement in the field of medicine. And nowadays you can find out there are so many better techniques they are using in the medical science, so that all the tests or the reports you can get easily. Like for example, now you see the situation, the corona situation, it is a pandemic, and initially it was taking more than 1 month to get the result. But now you can find out there are many kits are available. As we are using for malaria, we are using the kits. Now similarly also here also you can find out the kits are already, and they are also cheaper. In 700 you will get the kit in the market, and within few minutes the result will be there. So the better technique should be used, and strategy must be changed from time to time. If there is better technique, then the better health can be given to couple. Then ban on amniocentesis. Amniocentesis means killing the fetus before the delivery of the fetus. And why it is done? It is done to kill female feticide or female child. If the couple they don't want female child, then they can abort the child, and this is called amnio. How to find out the sex of the child? So that is why the technique which is called amniocentesis. So there is ban on this method. Then massive immunization means all the technique, all the programs which are used to provide immunity to the body or resistance to the body. For example, suppose you take a vaccination. Vaccination, so that is also one of the immunization programs, and so that the immunity can be developed for many different diseases. Like for example, hepatitis B, we are taking vaccine for smallpox, and for measles, for mumps. So there are vaccines for different kinds of the disease, and it comes under immunization program, so that resistance can be provided to the body, because we know that prevention is better than cure. Then research should be there on the various reproduction related problems. You know that research is going on not only at national level but at international level. For example, suppose you take the WHO. So the WHO, so that is the head. And in WHO they are doing research in several fields. Like for example, suppose you take the coronavirus. Now in the coronavirus you take all parts of the world, all the advanced countries, they are doing research how to control coronavirus, or what is the structure of the coronavirus, how to develop the vaccine. So research should be there if you want to control any particular kind of disease. For example, in your NCERT book it is given, this is also important, Saheli. Saheli, so that is the oral contraceptive. There are different methods of the contraceptive. Oral contraceptive means we are taking the contraceptive in the form of pills or tablets. And Saheli, that can be taken weekly once. Generally what happens, the contraceptive pills they are taken every day. One tablet is taken every day by the female. But this contraceptive will be taken once in a week. So that is the importance of Saheli. And it was developed in Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow, with the help of research. Okay. Then the next one is the pre and the post-natal care of the mother and the infant. Pre and the post. Pre means before. Post means after. So before the delivery of the mother, before also the care should be given to the mother, and after the delivery also the care should be given to the mother as well as the baby. Otherwise you can find out the rate of the death will be more. So if you want to control the death of the mother and the death of the child, then you have to give them proper care before and after the delivery. And the last part, so that is the small family. Because if you want to maintain the reproductive health, if there is a large population, it will be very difficult to control the population or to give any kind of the help and the assistance to people. If there is a small population is there, then naturally you can find out the resources they are many, and the proper care can be given to couple or given to individuals, so that they can maintain a reproductively healthy society. So what is amniocentesis? This is very important. Always you get the question in the board exams. sex determination and disorder test based on the chromosomal pattern in the amniotic fluid surrounding the developing embryo. With the help of this technique, we can determine the sex of the fetus. And also, we can determine the disorder. If there is any kind of a disease or the disorder which is associated with the chromosome, so that also can be detected with the help of the test. And if we want to find out what is the sex of the fetus, then that also can be detected. So how we are detecting? We are detecting by the study of chromosomes. You know that there are two types of chromosome. One is the autosome, one group is called autosome, and the another is called sex chromosome. In sex chromosome, in male, there are two different types of chromosome, X and Y, whereas in the female it is double X. So if you know the sex, if you study the sex chromosome, then automatically the sex of the fetus can be determined. So what is the procedure? Now here you see the diagram. This is the baby which is developing in the uterus. Baby is surrounded with the help of a sac which is called amnion. Inside amnion you can find out there is amniotic fluid is there. So baby is floating in the fluid. Baby is already fixed to the wall of the uterus with the help of the placenta, and inside the amniotic fluid which is surrounding the baby, so it is acting as a shock absorber. So here in the amniotic fluid you can find out there are many cells are floating, and these cells either they are separated from the skin or from any other part of the fetus or baby. So this amniotic fluid, so that is taken out with the help of the syringe, and chromosomal study is done. So with the help of the sex chromosome you can find out the cell is having either double X chromosome or XY chromosome. If there is a double X chromosome, then it is a female fetus, and if it is XY, then it is a male fetus. Okay. So initially the technique so that was developed to find out any kind of disorder which is associated with the fetus. If there will be any kind of the disorder which is called congenital disorder, congenital means by birth. If the disorder is by birth, then the fetus can be aborted. Okay? But nowadays this technique that is misused. Why it is misused? Because the couple they want to know the sex of the baby, and if the baby is a female baby, they don't want the female baby, so that they can abort or they can kill the baby. So there is ban on amniocentesis nowadays. Okay.